Hello, today I'll be showing old diecast cards that my uncle gave me. 6 Matchbox in a Racing Champions truck. The first 4 vehicles I'll be showing are an Audi Quattro, Mercury Sable Wagon, Rover Sterling, and a Nissan Prairie, which are all in the super fast line. This one's in a free pack. And this one's actually a pre-production version, the Mazda RX-7 for Matchbox. This one's a Racing Champions truck. We'll get to that later. First, we have the Audi Quattro. I like those plastic headlights, very scratched rims. It's actually in a pretty okay condition considering that it took a lot of beatings. This is just a point why Matchbox better than Hot Wheels. The back, it says INNA free license plate. The front also says that. Audi on top, Quattro on the side, Audi logo. Little spoiler, pretty cool. 2-door. It's in a 1/58 scale. It says so on the bottom. Hard to see, yeah. Matchbox 1982 casting 1/58 Audi Quattro. Matchbox Intel Ltd. made in China. That concludes the Audi Quattro. Next up is the Mercury Sable Wagon. It also has plastic lights, but it's worse than the Audi Quattro because there used to be a really large plastic hook stuck on there. The back doesn't have the windscreen. I broke it, but yeah. I still have the piece though. I can glue it back together, though it's not very stable. It's a 1/60 free scale. Matchbox 1987 Mercury Sable Wagon, Matchbox Intel Ltd. made in China. There's the 1/60 free. Oh, by the way, these cars all have suspension. This back wheel seems smaller than the front. Really weird. It has side mirrors. The only cars in here that have side mirrors are Mercury and the Nissan Prairie. The next step is Rover Sterling. It says Rover Sterling on the side. No license plates. Yeah, Rover Sterling. The back whole piece is red. Matchbox 1/60 scale. Sterling made in China. 1987 Matchbox Intel Ltd. Really cool. But the whole interior is closed, and the only bad thing about this car is that if you push the suspension on the back to its lowest, you can't move it at all because, well, those thingies are way too long. Yeah, there it is. And then the Nissan Prairie. Side says Nissan and that Nissan logo. Looks like a Prairie. Blue interior. Pretty large steering wheel. It's a Matchbox Intel Ltd. made in China. Nissan Prairie. 1990. 1/59 scale. Hard to see, but it's there. Now we have the Rancho. That concludes the end of the super fast line I have. Here's the Rancho. I really like this car because this moving feature is pretty cool, and you can actually hook cars to it, but it doesn't work very effectively. Marine Rescue, front says Matra Rescue and a number 1. And there says Rancho. Yeah, lime green. Matchbox 1982 Rancho made in China, 1/60 scale. Also, by the way, if you have different cars of the same scale, you can actually measure them accurately. So, yeah. The Sterling's definitely wider and longer than the Matra. And it's actually true. Now for second to last car, it's the Racing Champion's Raybestos 187 scale truck thing. Yeah, it's missing some sort of thing there. It looks like it's been taken apart before. The front grille is nearly falling off. Really old. Those wheels came from Kenner probably. Or Corgi. The inside, there's stuff. Nothing actually. Yeah, it opens and closes. Yeah. And here it is the truck. It's the third fastest vehicle I have. For some strange reason. I measure very shortly. And I just took it apart. No screw at the bottom to hold it together. So yeah, here's the window piece, the seats, the chassis body, and the base. So how do you put it back together? First flip the chassis upside down, then try and tuck the window piece in. And make sure you do not go over that white yellow thingy, or else it'll get stuck. Next, put it in from the back, and then slide it to the front. It's still very unstable, so just put it backwards. First like this, and then turn it this. Yeah, and if you took off the screw thingy, you can glue it back. Yeah, that's it. The last but not least, I saved the best for last, by the way. The Mazda RX-7. It has 2 different suspension levels, which is really weird. The front is really soft. You can push it hardly a touch. The back you have to push like using all force. It's really rusty with loads of paint falling off. I put glitter on this wheel for some strange reason. Back says JH212Y, cracked window, side windows, and you can look at the interior. There's doors. I really like the doors. It's my fastest toy car I have, except for that truck thingy. You know, the 1975 Chevy van from Matchbox. Then the bottom says Matchbox, Mazda RX-7 Matchbox Intel Ltd. Made in China. That's the most important, because that means it's a pre-production, and yeah. Also, the blue paint also symbolizes it, and it came without paint on the wheels, so that means the most pre-production one. For some strange reason, they didn't manufacture it in China and gave away the pre-productions to random people, I guess. So I guess that's it for today's video. Also, these are the oldest castings that come out from Matchbox. A newer one, even these two are newer. This one's even newer, and this one's really old. Somewhere here, I think. And here's the truck. Yes. I guess that's it for today's video. Bye.